Yes, good evening, everyone. So, welcome to the session number 8 for human resource management. And we'll start the class within few minutes of time. Let's everyone join in first. Good evening, everyone. So, waiting for a few minutes, okay, and then we'll start the session. Let me share my screen with you. So, I think yesterday we discussed about job design, and we have discussed the different aspects of job design, consist of the analysis, specification, okay, the structure we have discussed. Okay, all this portion I think we have done in the last session. I hope so. We have completed till job evaluations. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we'll complete this topic today, and then I think I have given you one exercise yesterday on WhatsApp, if you remember. Okay, the 3 questions.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Anuj. I hope so. You are still in factory, might be.
Fine, sir.
Yes, great. So please take care. So I think yesterday I have given you 3 questions. I think I have received a few answers from the students.
Already sent it, sir, today.
Yes, sir, received from your side, yes. Along with that, I have given you one, you could say, worksheet, which work target actually, because today I'll just prepare the group actually, the group of 2. And with that group, definitely we'll just plan this particular Friday exercise. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Definitely we know that each and everyone is unknown to each other. So we can just create the group. And I'm really sorry, actually, I'm just sending the message in the night. But usually I got the time around after 11 to actually think about what exactly we can do, not for your lecture, for each and every lecture. Actually, so I just search actually what exactly we can plan. So just kindly pardon me for that.
No problem, sir. It's okay.
Yes. So that is the only time where when I have actually time for just planning something innovative, planning something different, what exactly we can go through in the classes. So yesterday, I think we have completed job analysis. We are done. The stages of job analysis we have completed. This MAQ and MPDQ we have also done. I hope so you have gone through with that links as well, which I have already shared on the WhatsApp. Then barriers to job analysis, which we have completed. Job descriptions we have done. Job specification we have completed. Evaluation we have completed. This was the last slide I think we have done. Now today we have to start with the job design. Okay. Just waiting for 2 more minutes. Let's the count be till at least 20. Yes, students. So I think we should start the class now. 6:05 already, and we have 20 plus students, 20 students exactly. So when we discuss about the next topic, it is about job design. This is basically the main task for the HR manager, HR department, related to the elements and the decision making which they have to do under job design. It's all about the mental and physical characteristics of workforce, or you could say manpower you are looking forward, means to who you want to recruit or to select. Second comes what, the what task to be performed, whether it is manual, whether it is just operating machinery, whether it is just supervision, whether it is analysis. The where, the geographical locale, geographical, you could say on the base of geography, we can say, we can actually search the individual belongs to the locality in which the company is operating. So definitely you may provide the employment opportunity, the first and foremost, you could say CSR for the company. Along with that, they also have the knowledge about the local market, and according to that, they may plan, they may actually decide their designing criteria on the base of the geography locale. Then we have when, I think yeah, last time we have discussed about this part, time of day, time of occurrence in the workflow. Okay, we discussed in the last class about the work time, the work schedule of an individual, that is about when, or you could say the frequency in which the company must have to hire the employees, because the higher employee turnover as well. Okay, why? Because when we discuss about the why the company want to design a job, or why it is why we are actually making an emphasis on this particular job design, because as we know that the company need to fulfill their objective, they want to actually create their presence in the market. So for such purpose, definitely you always need to motivate for your motivation of the worker, for the target, for the vision, for the mission and accomplishment which the company is looking after. How? Method of performance and motivation. Okay, how the company can improve the performance, what are the, you could say, the perks, benefits, attraction which they can create in the company, so that the worker should always motivate and he will perform with his, you could say, full capacity. Okay, so that is a basic fundamental about the ultimate job structure related to these 5 questions. Now when we discuss about the job design, the basic definition of job design we'll discuss now. So job design is basically, as I told you, it is integration of work, rewards, and qualification. As we know that I told you in the previous slide itself, that job design is basically not about a particular single activity or a static activity. It's more about a dynamic activity in which the company always need to assess. It is basically, we can say, ongoing activity on which the company must need to understand the requirements of employees. They need to understand their expectations. They need to understand their mental and physical toughness or strength. They need to understand about the functionality which they are best in. We need to understand their knowledge and skill level. We need to understand their qualification and their, you could say, education, how the company can execute and use all those potential of the individual in the organization. Each and everything constitute your job design. Okay, now under job design, basically we have 3 major steps to do so. The first one is specification of individual task. Okay. Now, when we discuss about the specification of individual tasks, we are discussing about the roles, responsibilities, targets, expectation, output, efficiency, effectiveness of a particular person towards organization. Regarding what are the specification, what are the, you could say, the commitment which the company is expecting to do so from the employee side. Second one is specification of methods of task performance. Whenever we talk about, like, in order to analyze a particular work, a data, in order to process or manufacture a particular good, in order to render some services in the market, we have different method to do so. For example, if you want to manufacture one, you could say one apparel, okay, or you could say one product, we can say. In order to design that product or manufacture that product, you have basically different methodology to perform, to execute. Okay. Now, in this basically proportion which we are discussing right now, the task performance, there are different methods. The method may be manual, method may be semi-automatic, method may be automatic, or any other functionality which the company is looking for, maybe outsourcing as well. Okay. So there are n number of, you could say, methodology through which a particular task performance may be evaluated, assessed, and analyzed. Last one, combination of tasks into specific job to be assigned to individuals. Now, combination of tasks means different roles and responsibility. Okay. For example, like, as we know that job rotation, okay, there's a very, you could say, very common and very popular phenomena, popular, you could say, action which the manager always initiate to take certain, you could say, desired output, just to change their, you could say, autonomy in the organization, just to actually all these basically combination. When we are talking about combination of tasks into specific job to be assigned to a particular individual, how he or she may perform, it totally depends on the resources allocation, totally depends on the integrity and the communication between the departments, we can say. And when we discuss about all this combination of tasks, ultimately the job is one, but in order to complete that job, you have some subparts of the same. So that is basically called your combination of tasks. Haji, I hope so it is clear, students. What is job design exactly? It is in a simple language, it's a complete framing what exactly a person has to do from the company side as well as from the employee side. What exactly the interaction between these two? I hope so. Am I clear with this, please?
Yes, sir.
Now, factor affecting job design. It's very simple. There are basic three major factors which may affect the process or the method of job designing. The first one, the characteristics of task. That is organizational factor we are talking right now. Sorry to say, organizational factor we are talking right now. The first one is characteristics of task. Characteristics means that planning, execution, controlling. Okay, the time period to complete it. The resources must be utilized on that. Okay, so what are the different, you could say, key point which you need to understand before actually implementing the final job design in the organization. Okay, so basically when we're discussing about this point about the characteristics, the first and foremost factor about the characteristics of tasks which you need to perform in the company, and how these things can be, you could say, from initiation, that is about the planning, till execution, it would be performed. The second one is workflow. Now, as you leave, because workflow usually a technical term which we always use in the industry, where in order to, you could say, manufacture one product, in order to manufacture one product, we have, you could say, sub methods are available. For example, in order to, you could say, manufacture one soap, one, you could say, newspaper. You have a newspaper, then it's print, then it's assembled, then it's finally delivered. So you have a multiple process available in order to manage that particular workflow in the organization. Okay, when we discuss about ergonomics, What is ergonomics? That is related to time and motion study. Related to time and motion study. Because this ergonomics is more associated with the engineering terms we are talking right now. Okay. Ergonomics basically is nothing but, whenever in a simple language I'm just talking right now, the association of a particular machinery or the use of a particular machinery, how it would be handled, how it would be operated by a particular employee in the organization. And it should be, you could say, user friendly, it should be employee friendly. Okay, because if a particular machinery which is not, you could say, user friendly, which is not, you could say, ease to operate that machine, it will be difficult. Because as you know that, like for example, if even though if we are using a mobile phone, okay, so ergonomics, when it's come to when you're using a mobile phone, definitely whenever the company is launching or upgrading their phones or upgrading their, you could say, products, they always need to understand about the time and motion study. Okay, about the time or about the purpose of that particular machinery. If we talk about the association of a particular individual, because ergonomics is basically is all about the you could say effectiveness of a particular individual in the company in a particular environment, how comfortable he or she is. Okay, so in a better word to say, ergonomics in a simple language we can understand, that is about the people or people efficiency, we can say, in the organization. People efficiency in organization. Okay, so that is a, you can say, study of ergonomics, which is related to time study, about a time duration for that particular work. Motion study means the motion of or the movement of particular person in the organization, how actively he is moving, how inactively he is studying in the company, the idle time of the individual, the active time of the individual, everything is being monitored. That is under ergonomics principle. Then we have work practices. Work practices is nothing but a set of ways of performing tasks. As we know that already, because in each and every condition, whenever we are operating, whenever we are working in the organization, we have a separate way to perform a particular task. Okay, so just a minute, please. Just a minute. Yes, I'm sorry for the interruption. So when we discuss about the work practices, it is basically the mode, or you could say the options through which we can perform a particular task. Okay, as we know that in order to actually complete a particular work or a particular, you could say, task or a project, if we talk about, we have separate methods available. And each and every methods, basically we have, you could say, different methodology, different route, different blueprint to perform that task. Okay. Now, when we discuss about the different way in which the organization can actually perform their task in the organization, the first and foremost thing which we need to understand about the flow diagram, or about, you could say, yesterday we were discussing about blueprint, actually about the flow diagram, how the work may perform, what are the different stages we required for that. Along with that, which particular task required the most amount of time to perform or most amount of time to complete. Okay, so work practice is nothing but basically whenever we need to perform any work, any project, any product, we can say, in such a cases it is important to understand about the way or the route or the path or the method or the blueprint through which the company may able to perform that particular task. Okay, which may manual, automatic, semi-automatic, or any combination we can talk about. Second one, we have environmental factors, employee ability and availability. Very simple point, I think. And social and cultural expectation. Definitely, when you are working in a society, in a country, in a community, you always need to give the preferences to a certain sector, to a particular certain category of people, and you always reserve those, you could say, personnel in the organization. Environmental factor may comes under employees' ability and availability and social and cultural expectations. Behavioral elements, the feedback mechanism. Okay, how a particular person giving the feedback in the organization, giving their review, giving their you could say addressing their issues to the company. Autonomy we are talking right now, use of ability of a particular individual, and variety means the different skill set which a particular person may possess, and according to that the company may actually design the job in an organization. It's very, very simple regarding the factors, please. Any doubt, please, to anyone? Yes, students. Any query to anyone? I hope so. It's very, very simple.
So workflow and work practices, can you differentiate still?
Workflow and work practices. See,
Yeah.
workflow is basically all about this sequence of job. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. Like usually we discuss in the production and operation management. But when we talk about work practices, it is basically different way through which that particular work may be completed. It may be like, for example, if you want to like manufacture one soap, for example, you may use machineries only to manufacture that, or you may use some manual practices to produce that particular product. So the way in which it may be produced, it's work practices, but the flow in which it will produce, it is called workflow, or the you could say set of you could say task which you need to perform in order to produce one soap. That is called workflow.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, workflow. But how to perform A, there may be different methods. That is called work practices.
Fine, sir. Now it's clear. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Now the flow is the line diagram of your sequence of operations.
Because I think later on we have one subject as well, production operation management. We'll discuss about different type of production system. Okay.
Okay, sir.
At that time, I think it would be more clear because ergonomics, this work practices, workflow all are the terms related to operations management, job production, batch production, mass production. Okay, these all will come under that particular. Definitely, we'll discuss in the next half whenever the subject requirement will come.
Okay.
Clear, everyone? Sure. So shall we move to the next slide now? Now, techniques of job design. Okay. Now, the first point which comes under job design, that is about the work simplification. Okay. Now, when we discuss about the work simplification, is nothing but breaking a particular project job or breaking a particular target into more, you could say number of units. Because as we know that, like for example, if I want to clear IAS, okay, definitely it's a mounting task to clear IAS or to clear any UPSC exams. But if you will actually plan in a short, if you have any short plans, short-term planning, or if you will achieve that target only when you are systematic, you are, you could say, consistent when it's come to your work, you are more focused for your work. This is only possible when the work is simplified. Simplified is basically nothing but how a particular task maybe, you could say, maybe explained, guided by the manager or by the leader in the company to their subordinates in order to understand, in order to plan to complete that work in a short cycle, or in a, you could say, short, you could say, projects, or we can say the short duration of time. So we must have, you could say, short-term planning. Some short-term plans you need to design. You need to have some short-term targets as well in order to achieve that, you could say, project, in order to complete that particular project in the stipulated period of time, or the desired period of time, we can say. That may come under work simplification. Is it clear? I think so. So is there any technicality we have? Is there any sort of, you could say, suggestion which you required? Is there any sort of, you could say, guidance you required for a particular task where you might, you could say, get stuck? In such a cases, work simplification is the most important part in a job design, which must be explained, or which must be, you could say, guided by the top management or by the concerned authority in the organization. So work simplification is very, very important part under job design.
So work simplification, is it that according to the skill set, the work has been divided? Is it?
No. Basically, like, as for example, let us suppose if I'm just handling one project in my college regarding, let us suppose, any accreditation or any research work, we might say, for example. Now, in order to, you could say, achieve that accreditation of you from UGC, that is about NAC A plus. I think you might have heard about that. Okay, I'm just giving the example from my own field right now. In order to, you could say, complete that work, in order to achieve, in order to, you could say, get that NAC accreditation and UGC accreditation for your college or for your institution, you have to divide your work into simple form. First of all, that exactly you need to create a particular, you could say, idea. First of all, you need to actually frame a particular procedure, how this task may be completed. Because somehow when we discuss about any task, initially we always see the work is very big. We have to complete that task. But important thing is that how you will break down those particular targets into short parts, and you always actually work according to the short period of time. And definitely, like, skill set is required. Definitely, if I am the authority who is handling that particular task or that particular work, it is very, very important that the skill set, the knowledge, the temperament, whatever the, we could say, different attribute which is required in an individual, those who are the authority to complete that, it must be there. Because the skill set, I think, Raksha, you are discussing right now, that skill set is the, you could say, inherent part of that, which we can say, I think so.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and sometimes what happened, Raksha, basically, like last line, you can, if you can focus, actually, the work simplification is used when the jobs are not specialized. Okay, because there are certain, you could say, things, like, for example, if I am the one in the organization who know how to operate or how to work on the software, for example. Okay, so in order to let other people understand the working of the you could say, software, definitely I have to simplify how to log in, how to use those tabs, how to upload the files, how to go for securities or whatsoever. This is basically how we can actually simplify the work or a task for the people in the organization.
Okay, sir.
I hope so. Am I clear with this?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Hanji, shall we move? I think so.
Yes, sir.
Job rotation, very, very common technique in the company. Okay, because, like, for example, even like, I'll give my example only. When I was working with the Vijaya Bank and I worked for 2 years in Mumbai, it was very interesting to know that how the company is rotating your job. I was working in Andheri branch initially as a credit officer. Then I posted as an assistant brand manager in you could say, Sakinaka branch. Then my work profile or job rotation changes to, you could say, cashier or the cash management in the banks. So what happened basically, when a particular incumbents is managers, okay, become bored of the routine to their job or job, basically he's feeling boredom, he's feeling monotony actually in the work actually we're talking right now. So just in order to give them something new, some new challenges, some new task, that job rotation is a very common practices in the organization, just to make him or her aware about the different roles and responsibility and different, you could say, jobs is the company perform, how it can be handled. So you may also learn something new. It is also for your personal growth as well. It is also for, you could say, your improvement. You you could say, making yourself, you could say, more integrated and more aware about the different departments and how the departments are actually correlated with each other. Each and everything would be actually the part of your job rotation. Okay, there is a basic purpose behind job rotations. This is same fight, I think, points are mentioned in this paragraph as well. Hanji, is it clear, everyone? Job rotation, very common practice in the organization. Mr. Anuj, I hope so. Am I right?
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Inter-department change, job rotation, inter-department.
Yes, it's interdepartmental. Yes.
This is the job rotation. Actual job rotation is the inter-department change. Some department, one person goes to 2 or 3 departments.
Yes. Definitely. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Next one, we have job enlargement. Okay. What is job enlargement? We need to understand. Yeah, Mr. Anu, you want to say something, I think. Like, for example, you have joined a particular organization as a sales manager or as a junior sales manager, for example. Your roles and responsibility is just to convert the clients into, convert the, you could say, prospective client into actual client or actual customer of the company. Okay. The only roles and responsibility you have, the direct customer interaction, ground level interaction we're talking right now. Once you move, you could say, higher in the hierarchy, definitely in such a cases, the roles and responsibilities is getting, you could say, expanded, or it is, you could say, getting more diverse. Your portfolio become large now in terms of the roles and responsibility, in terms of authority, in terms of decision making as well. So whenever that we are adding the responsibilities, duties, and tasks in a particular person's, you could say, job profile, in order to make them, you could say, more and more, you could say, responsible in the organization towards handling the, you could say, company. This basically expansion is called horizontal expansion. You can see the first slide, actually, you can see that. It means expanding the number of tasks or duties assigned to the given job. It is basically opposite to job simplification. Adding more tasks or duties to a job does not mean that new skills and ability are needed. It is called horizontal expansion. Means basically you are giving the roles and responsibility at a particular level only. Okay, but when we discuss about a particular individual working in the company at a particular position, but he has moved to a different hierarchy, he has moved to altogether different operations, we can say, that is called vertical expansion. Okay, I'll give an example for that. Okay, because job enlargement, basically, for example, if I joined a particular institute as an admin officer, for example, or as an admin worker in the company, okay, but I have very good, you could say, skills when it's come to giving suggestion, when it comes to analysis as well in the company. So from admin to admin, and because in the admin itself, if your job responsibility increases, that is called your horizontal expansion. But from basically admin department, you promoted to analytical department, research and development department, quality department, whatsoever, that is called vertical expansion. Okay, so it is called job enlargement. Additional roles and responsibility is added into the portfolio of an individual. That is called your job enlargement. You are giving more and more authority and responsibility and decision making power to the individual. Clear, I think, everyone? Job enlargement. Students, please kindly confirm. Is it clear?
Got it, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Next one, we have the benefits and disadvantages of, or pros and cons of job enlargement. Please kindly have a look. It's very, very simple points. But when we discuss about the job enlargement, the first is task variety. You understand, you learn. You could say different variety of tasks. You have a different responsibility. You are learning the different profile and portfolio in the organization. Okay. Second one we have, that is about your meaningful work modules. Meaningful means, work module means basically training schedule. You understand. You may actually go through a different customer base. You actually have a different colleagues available in different interdepartment we talk about. Okay, full ability utilization, definitely you are using the 100% of a particular person in the organization. Okay, next we have worker paced control. Worker paced control, nothing basically, you always want to actually control the output in terms of, not in terms of quality, but in terms of how you could say you could manage the potential, the working power, we can say the resources, which you could say the output which a particular person may give. So you always actually control the workplace, for example, because as we discuss about the monotony basically is work. So when you come to job enlargement, you are actually preparing him or her for future endeavors as well. So you are just protecting him right now, giving them, you could say, more training, more you could say accreditation, more certification, more OJT, we can say on the job training, so that he or she may be better prepared for the future. That is called worker pace control, because he would be the master of all. Okay, later on. Then meaningful performance feedback, it's very common actually, because ultimately the feedback and how a particular person will perform, definitely according to that, you may actually give them, or you may actually expand their portfolio in the organization. Definitely there have cons as well, disadvantages as well. Training costs would be high, definitely, because if you are enlarging, or if you are giving some additional responsibility, you need to give training to them to understand the work of different departments or interdepartment, even we can say. Redesigning you need to do, definitely. Productivity may not increase. It is not compulsory that if you are enlarging a job, definitely productivity will always increase. It may be possible that the worker may feel lethargic, may feel actually overburdened in the companies. Okay, workload increase we discussed already. Union demand pay hike, definitely, because if you are enlarging the job, definitely, whether it is horizontal or vertical, you need to increase their pay scale as well. Okay, and may possible because the boredom, if the particular person may feel, even though you are going for job enlargement, so that is uncontrollable for the organization. That is the disadvantages and benefits of the job enlargement.
Sir, in organization, developing the project team is also come in the job enlargement.
Developing project team, yes, because if that particular project team is an you could say belongs to internal recruitment, okay, and they were working in the organization at different positions, and now you want to prepare a team for your project, so definitely that would come under job enlargement only.
Yes, yes, because of they choose the particular person from the different department for developing the project team, then
Yep.
they will give the more responsibility to others.
Yes, yes, definitely, sir, it will come.
This is the example for this the job analysis, I think so.
Definitely, sir, it is correct.
Okay, sir.
So for the disadvantages that productivity may not increase necessarily disadvantage. So might be on spot productivity may not increase, but gradually it increases now.
That's the reason Viraksha may mention it may not increase necessarily, because it is not because as we know that it is more about the psychological, or you could say the way how a particular behavioral aspect may affect. Because for example, you are very vibrant personality in your organization, so maybe you always love to face challenges. Okay, that may be your you could say behavior, your you could say psyche we talk about, but maybe someone else belongs to you could say belongs to your department only, may not feel good, may not feel comfortable like switching to one department to other, handling different responsibility on daily basis, or handling additional responsibility in the company. Okay, so maybe possible for you, it may be positive, for someone it may be moderate or negative as well.
Yes, sir, it happens.
Okay. Like for example, even in our organization, if we talk about in the academics, usually we our role is just to teach to the students. But when the load comes, when it's come to evaluation, paper setting, this internal marks, whatsoever, this actually creates some burden on us. For frankly speaking, for me actually, because I am the one who always actually believe in quality teaching. Okay, and that is the forte of every teacher. Because previously, if you talk about the 10 to 12 decade, a decade before, like we talk about the era of 2000, 2001, where the professors were only engaged in the research and teaching. That's all. But nowadays, you can see that they were engaged in the cultural activity, they were engaged in the operational activity, admissions, whatsoever, blah, 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 whatsoever. So this is basically might be challenging for someone, might not be challenging for someone. For a person like me, it is basically may increase my workload. It may actually reduce my productivity. It may compromise with my quality of teaching as well. So that is job enlargement may not be suitable for me. Practically saying, I'm talking right now. Or practically, I'm just giving an example.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Shall we move, I think, to the next slide?
Okay, sir.
Now, job enrichment. Okay. Now, what is enrichment basically? Anji.
So providing more meaningful and enjoyment means to say that the person who is working job feels more satisfying with his job.
Definitely. Because enlargement and enrichment are somehow correlated. Because if the person thinks that, like for example, if I'm working with IIBM right now, and if I see that the IIBM is providing me opportunity at a national level, at an international level, they might give me some opportunity later on regarding the, you could say, the core activities of the company. Maybe they will appoint me as a you could say, a core member of their institution. So if I think that I have a career growth, I have a career advancement, I have a growth or you could say advancement opportunity in a particular sector or a company. Okay. And that task basically making me more responsible, more committed towards organization. That you could say that clues, that factors may always encourage or enforce a particular person in order to work with 100% attention. Okay, that actually will give him or her a particular criteria to evaluate him or her in the organization, in the sector, in the country, whether I have a growth prospect available for the future or not. What are the challenges? What are the, you could say, advancement? What are the you could say the you could say the hierarchy which a particular person may achieve in the organization. So that may come under job enrichment.
So it gives them the motivation.
Definitely. Because like I'll just give you a very practical example. Like once we joined Vijaya Bank, because I hardly worked for 2 years in a government job, frankly speaking. And at that time, actually, like once we were on training in Bangalore, because as we know that the banking sector, like at that time, I'm talking about 2012 actually. At that time, you can see that the Vijaya Bank is such a bank where you have more number of aged people, those who are about to retire in 4 to 5 years of time. So in the training, actually, the Bala ma'am actually, still I remember her name. She always explained that you have a, you could say, very, you could say, future or very bright opportunity in this particular bank to reach at the peak level within 10 to 12 years period of time. So this is basically what job enrichment is all about. Because if the company is basically creating, not imagination, I can say, but they are giving you a particular trait or a particular path to imagine yourself where you are right now and where you can reach in the future, where you will be in the future. The journey of that, maybe you could say the plan nurtured by the company towards their employee in order to give them a support, a motivation, you could say a cushion to work on those grounds. That is called job enrichment. हाँ जी. I hope so. It is clear. Yes, students, please kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And now it's very simple point. The benefits of job enrichment. I think just have a look of this particular point, please. It's very, very simple. हाँ जी. Any query? It's very, very simple piece.
So, and empowerment is a byproduct of job enrichment.
Mm-hmm. See, empowerment is basically like we can talk about, like, for example, um, again, I just basically give an example to you. Like, I started my journey in Vijaya Bank just as a, I could say, assistant manager initially. I have very, you could say, limited responsibility towards me. I was, you could say, the fresher in that particular banking sector or the banking platform. But as soon as I have the, you could say, that mindset, that particular journey in my life, that after 5 years, what's my target? After 4 years, what's my target? Whatever it is. Once I have a desired goal to achieve, definitely the company will actually escalate you in the hierarchy from scale 1, scale 2, scale 3 level, scale 4 level. You understand? I think it's a banking terminology we're talking right now. It is advancement in the pay scale along with advancement in the designation. Okay, once both the things will work together, definitely you will feel more empowered in terms of authorities, in terms of decision making, in terms of responsibilities in the organization. You are more, you could say, valuable. You are more considered as a contributor for a region, for a group of bank, for a group of brands, we can say. So that is empowerment. Empowerment means, you could say, more recognition you are actually achieving. You are actually getting it out from the hard work which you ultimately paid off. I hope so, Raksha. It is clear. Any
Yes,
example
sir.
if you want, I will give you, definitely.
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Aji, any more doubt, please? I hope so it is clear. Yeah, perfect. Disadvantages, again, we have, I think, for job enrichment. I think job enrichment is not a part of a syllabus, but still I'm discussing it with you. Okay. Anji, please have a look fast. Because somehow there are so many topics in this HRM which are self-explanatory. Okay, again, I'm just telling you, but just an important discussion which we have to do regarding all the topics. Anji. Is it clear, please? I think everyone.
Sir, please explain point number 2.
2.
Yeah.
Union resistance, increased cost of design and implementation, and limited research on long-term effect of job enrichments are some of the other demerits. See, basically, sometimes what happen, because if you know that certain politics which you always might have to face, okay, certain, you could say, resistance from your colleagues as well, when we discuss about the, you could say, the organization. You always need to keep in mind that whenever you are actually giving some additional opportunity, some additional, you could say, responsibility to a particular person, that maybe you could say the increased cost, as we discussed in the previous part, that trainings and other part, definitely it will increase the cost to the company. Okay. In such a cases, whether this job enrichment is helping the company in the long term or not, because the employee, those who are working in the company right now, up to what extent the employee is reliable to you, if whether he will stay with the company for how long, for 1 year, for 1 month, for 3 months, whatsoever it could be. Union resistance basically is all about when a particular, you could say, task and particular responsibility or particular action which has been taken just to, you could say, enrich the job, just to advance the job for a particular individual or you could say group of person. If it is favorable, definitely union may not, you could say, oppose that. But if it is unfavorable, it may be possible that the union may oppose that, and that may actually created some conflicts between the management and the unions. And somehow it is unnecessarily disturbing the whole complete structure of an organization. Yes, clear, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. And I'll request everyone, I think, what's your name? I think it is Redmi 9A.
Sorry.
Your name is showing Redmi 9A. Actually, I cannot recall your name. The name is not mentioned on this particular Zoom, I think. Zoom ID.
My name is Komal Rajput.
Komal, okay. Please, Komal, just log in by your real name, okay? So that
Okay.
for us to recognize who is actually more active in the class. Okay, I have renamed you right now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Hanji, any more query, any more doubt in this particular demerits of job enrichments?
No, sir.
Perfect. I think now it is not the part of a syllabus, so I think we should not discuss. Yes, now I think directly we need to move for job satisfaction. Okay. Because there are certain slides which are not the part of a syllabus, but still I'm just discussing with you just to give an insights, more detailed insight about the topics. Okay. Now it is very, very simple point about the last one, job satisfaction. The satisfaction is basically nothing but the assessment between the expectation and the realities. Okay. Whether the, you could say, the desired result or desired expectation for a particular person when he or she has handled some opportunities or handled responsibilities in the company, and by fulfilling all those tasks and responsibility in the organization, what rewards they are getting it out, whether it is satisfactory, whether it is as per expectation, whether it is, you could say, matches their hard work or the commitment which they provide to the company. These factors may come under job satisfaction. Okay, this maybe you could say wages, supervision, steadiness, working condition, advancement opportunity, recognition, fair evaluation. So many factors we can talk about under job satisfaction, and these factors may vary from person to person as well. Okay. Haji. And student, I have a, you could say, request, I think, because some students are still texting me regarding the link. Always remember, you have to join by the same meeting ID. Okay. Because I think if you can see on the, I think the link which you, whatever link you have received, whatever lecture we have from my side, basically, frankly to say, or whatever lecture you have to attend for IIBM, the same link will work. And the timing for my lecture, as I already told you, that is Monday to Friday, 6 to 8. Okay.
So the link every day we get a link on our Gmail.
Okay, no, actually there are some students, those who are not getting link on a particular day. So in that case, they understand that there is no class today. Okay, even though always remember, because whenever the classes is cancelled from my end, I will intimate you through WhatsApp as well. Okay. And that question.
Yes, but yes, sir. But our email is registered with the institute, right? So we get link every day. From starting only, I'm getting the link.
Okay. Because some students are texting me actually, so that's the reason I just given you. I'm not telling the name actually. So just for that purpose, I'm just telling you, because if you have any doubt regarding joining, the link is same. Even not the link, you can see the ID is mentioned on that. The ID is same. Okay. Yes, students. So that is, I think, done regarding the job designing part. We have discussed all the basic components of job designing, if you remember this part. Clear? This complete structure.
Yes, sir.
Just
Okay, sir.
yeah. So we are just going for a break of 10 minutes. Then I have to start the exercise. Yesterday's exercise we need to discuss as well. And the task which I have given you for Friday, that we'll discuss today as well. So these three things we need to cover up in the next half now. Okay. So we'll get back to you at 7:05 sharp now. Yes, students, I think we should start now. Okay. So we have to do one exercise that is on the fill in the blanks and true false. So let's start with this first exercise. I hope so it is clearly visible to everyone. Yes, friends. So giving you 5 minutes of time, please note your answers and we'll discuss now. Yes, and waiting till 7:10. Okay, 7:10 sharps. We'll start discussing on this. Okay. Anji, done everyone? Shall we start? Yes, Mr. Vineet. Anji, shall we start, please, everyone? Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So the first answer, that is supervisor should not be involved in job analysis.
False.
True or false? Why false, Poonam?
So
Uh,
because the top management work is to supervise the whole organization. So they are the boss of the company.
Hmm.
So that's why their responsibility is to look after where the jobs have to be created or not.
Hmm.
Like example, MD or any CEO of the company.
Hmm. Is it correct, students? Is it false or true?
False it is.
False, sir.
False.
Sir, I feel it is true.
Why, Santosh?
See, basically, like it again depends on how the supervisor job we are talking about. Like supervisors, basically, like if it's we are talking about supervisor of non-technical background. For a industry production plant, if I am talking about,
Yes, yes.
their supervisor with a non-technical background will also be maybe in the picture. Like who is not involved in job analysis. His job is to only supervise the entire production.
Hmm.
Not about the job analysis of any individual.
So you are saying it is false.
I'm saying it is false.
False. Okay.
Well,
No,
technically,
I'm saying
all
it is true. I'm
depends.
sorry. I'm saying it is true.
Okay.
Others have said false.
So your means that because supervisor basically is the one who is actually working on the ground, who actually interact with the employees, who actually interact with the team, and definitely he is the one who will always give the key inputs to the top management in terms of job designing.
Sir, it may I agree with you, sir, but it may not be the same in all job descriptions. Sir.
Definitely, yes. But it is considered as true. Usually it happens in the company. Even like when we talk about the manufacturing firms, technical firms, if we talk about, these things are very common. See, basically this particular statement may be false, where you could say we do not have, you could say, much human involvement or human interaction. In such a cases, definitely this statement may be false.
Correct, sir.
Yes. Second point, very simple. Feedback is highly discouraging.
So true.
False.
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 Okay? Because it is always encouraging to give the feedbacks. Haji. Miss Poonam, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Next one now. Job descriptions are little more than a list of tasks.
True.
False.
False, yes. Why? Haji, why it is false? Correct is false actually. Why it is false?
When the description doesn't carry any value, like when it is described, it should be, it is already described.
So it is basically more a detailed version, not only a list actually, we can say. It is more about detailed version, a particular in-depth, you could say, prospectus given to a particular employee in order to understand what profile he or she may handle. Okay, that is about the job description. That's it. It is little more than the list of tasks, but it is basically not about that. It is a detailed version for the same. Clear? Hanji, everyone. Point number 8, please. Jobs are means of accomplishing organizational objectives.
True.
True, yes. Very simple one.
True.
Yes. 9th.
True.
Yes, 8th is true. Yes. 8th is true. 9th.
False.
Job analysis is an informal examination of job. No, it's a
False.
formal process. Okay.
It's a formal one. False.
10th.
It's false.
True. True.
Why true and false, then why false?
True.
Job specification tell what kind of
Because
person
when
and for what qualities that person should be tested. Is it so? That is job specification. Is it true, I think?
yes,
Anyone who is
yes.
saying false?
True.
True, yes. Hanji. Manual dexterity, mechanical aptitude, ingenuity, judgments, resourcefulness, analytical abilities, concentration, alertness, all are example of physical characteristics.
False, because they are all mental characteristics.
Anji. Anyone else? I think it's the right explanation.
Yes, sir.
This it has a both physical and
No, Ayushi, it's false.
physical and
See, when it comes to manual skills, their dexterity, mechanical aptitude, it's all about knowledge and knowledge of a particular person. When it comes to technical grounds, ingenuity, that is the ball again. Judgments. I think please, friends, can you please mute yourself. Then forcefulness, that is about the compatibility and competitiveness of a particular person. Okay. Analytical ability, concentration, alertness, these all are basically behavioral characteristics. Or you could say mental characteristics, we may also include that. I think I'll request, I think there is one student in the class A at F at 70CF. The video is also on. Please, I'll request you kindly mute yourself. It's my humble request, else I have to remove you from the class, please. Hanji. Point, I think so, student. Point number 12. Is it clear? I think everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Next one, we have point number 13. Health, strength, age, range are all belong to psychological features.
No, so false. Because
False.
psychology is
False.
related to behavior science.
no.
False.
False.
Job specification are developed with cooperation of the personnel department and various supervisor in the whole organization.
True.
Yeah, definitely. That is a specific part. Okay, very simple line.
True.
Last one. Job descriptions are the perfect reflection of the job.
That's true.
Yes, true.
I think it's true.
Yes. Anyone who is claiming it is false? Is it only a job description will give you the wholesome detail about the job profile, which includes the job specification? Because I think if you remember the very first slide we discussed, that is job description. So job and specification, job analysis, enlargement, enrichment, rotation. What about this part? So is it the only part which reflect the, which will give the complete in-depth
False.
detail? Yes, it is false.
Yes.
False.
Okay. If I'm silent
but-
after an answer, means it is wrong. Yes, Bishwajit.
But it is one of the tool, right?
One of the tool, but not the only tool to reflect everything.
Yeah. Yes.
Understood, I think, Vishwajit. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So only one more exercise we have for the day. That is this.
सर 10th का true था ना?
10th.
का भी true था ना?
Yeah. 10th.
Yes.
Yes. I think I forget to write down. I hope so it's clear. We'll move to the last 4 MCQs now. So giving you 2 to 3 minutes, please. Just read it, note down your answers, and be ready with your reasons as well, okay? And tomorrow we'll start the recruitment and selection, next topic. Haji, done? First one, please. Which of the following is not offered in job analysis?
First go first.
Performance appraisal.
Yes, performance.
Yes, sir.
Yes, working conditions, specification, description, and worker attribute. Everything will cover under job analysis. But performance appraisal is not. Okay, good. Second,
Complexity.
employing various methods of job analysis, cost, complexity.
So cost.
Advantage of employing various methods, na? That is, what is the basic purpose for doing job analysis?
Accuracy.
Yes, it is accuracy.
Accuracy, you can say.
It is accuracy. Fine. Then job description should be reviewed by
All of the above.
All of them.
supervisor, job and managers, HR, DSS, all of these. Code. Job analysis questionnaire should include all but the following. No, I think question is not clear. A job analysis questionnaire should include all.
So performance
standard.
Performance standard, job status, working. I think it's
Working conditions.
so it should be either first or second. Okay, not the remaining thing, because job duty, job status, and working conditions, they are not the part of job analysis questionnaire. Okay, because if you remember, I think yesterday we discussed all those two questionnaires, under which the major part was evaluation or performance. I don't remember right now that questionnaire right now actually, but I think the answer should be first. I think so, evaluation, because the questionnaire which we discussed in the previous classes, it was the questionnaire based on job evaluation. I think so. I'm not 100% sure about the first answer. 80% sure about this was the job evaluation. Okay. Because performance standards are not the part of questionnaire. I think if you can cross check that, that is a part of job evaluation. Yes, it is about the position description questionnaire. That is include responsibilities, demand, restriction, other position characteristics. Yes, it is correct. It is a job evaluation only. Okay, so that is the first answer is correct for that. Evaluation. Performance standard is basically not the part of questionnaire.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I think student, regarding that yesterday's exercise which I have given it to you, I think so. That is the 3 questions. I have received, I think, almost 10 to 12 responses as of now. And I think so everyone has received those questions which I have discussed in the last class. Okay. Apart from this, the major, you could say, portion which I have to discuss with you regarding the exercise which we'll do on this Friday. Okay, so well in advance, I'm just telling you in advance. So if you can see that I have just to have to create the group of 2 right now. Okay, so the group of 2 basically will prepare the topic as per the guidelines, as per the question mentioned in the, you can see that break out in groups of 2. Each pair need to identify and adopt an existing company that has a reasonably well-structured corporate website, have a registration process whereby there is no redundancy. Look for recent new article and write about the company on the net or with the help of print media to get an understanding of the company's business goals and objectives. And on the basis of that, you need to select a company and need to give these answers. So I think I'll just do one thing. We can actually go individual as well on that day because I had to take 5 minutes to discuss. Okay. So individually, you need to select one company, decide the website of the company, From the website, you need to understand, or the company which you may aware about that as well. Okay, you need to give these 3 answers. That is about the company structure and how is the HR team in this company structured. Why do you think the HR team is structured this way? I mean, the hierarchy which you're talking right now, and the possible changes as per you in this particular business, so that you can actually make the company's, you could say, HR policies and HR structure more strong and more, you could say, market oriented as per the need of the hour. So that is the actually exercise which I do. Not for the 2 actually we can go for, because as we know that this batch is basically you people are widespread and scattered actually in this country, or even there are few students from different countries as well. Okay, so in that case it would be difficult. So what we will do, you have to prepare, you have to select one company and you need to give this answer. You need to prepare a Word file for that, submit the Word file at least by Friday morning or afternoon, and then we'll start discussing on that. Please write down the answers. It should be genuine, it should be true, because the answer which you will type or you will write, definitely it must reflect, it must be your original work. Clear? So that is the exercise which we have to do on Friday. I hope so the exercise is clear to everyone.
Sir, I'm not able to attend many of your classes. Is it possible to attend offline? Like I can get a recording link so that I can watch it later on.
Vishwajit, it's already there, I think, on YouTube. Like for example, today's lecture may be uploaded by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Definitely you will get all the lectures link on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Fine, because I saw you after a very long time. And you might not be on that broadcasting WhatsApp group as well.
I think, yeah.
Yes, yes. So you're not getting any messages from my side regarding any work exercise, any?
No.
Okay, just so.
Sir, I'm not also in the broadcast list.
Swadesh from Muscat. So today only I joined in the class.
Okay.
For yesterday only the admission formalities, everything I completed. So I also need some, whatever the class I missed, I need to watch it.
Yes, Sati,
yeah.
You can do one thing. The first thing, because this particular subject, it's only 8th class we have. So only 7 classes. Okay. So you can just cover up those classes from YouTube videos, which are available on IIBM website, not website, IIBM YouTube channel. Okay. So you just search on YouTube, IIBM Institute of Business Management, click on that. Then you'll finish session number 1, session number 2, session number 3 of HRM.
Okay. You are talking about some WhatsApp groups.
It is not a group, actually. It's a broadcasting group where I'm just adding individually over there. Okay. So whatever you could say, communication, any worksheets, any case study, if I have to circulate, I just post on that WhatsApp broadcasting group. It's not a group actually.
Okay.
You will get all the messages personally from my side. On this, please just text me on this number. Tell me your name. I'll save your number. I'll add you on that group as well. And whatever future communication we have, you will get to know later that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure, Satish. Anytime. Welcome, please.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, Mr. Anuj, please.
Meantime, I disturb you because the networks are, I don't know.
Actually, you were not in the class.
Yeah.
So I think, Mr. Anuj, the exercise which I have given you for this Friday, I have already shared with everyone.
Oh, on WhatsApp?
Yes. Yesterday night, I think I shared.
Just a minute, sir. Yesterday night, some link is there, sir, and a screenshot of.
Screenshot. That screenshot you have to open.
A screenshot only. 3 questions is there. Only 3 questions.
Yeah, basically what exactly we have to do, you have to select one company. Okay, for that company, you need to understand these 3 questions. You need to give the answers.
Okay.
But it should be an original work.
That means I selected one company, and according to that company, I will reply that as answer on these questions.
Yes. First of all, you need to select the company. You need to understand the company's, you could say, details. On the basis of detail, what is the company's goals, company's objectives? Okay, according to that, what is the company's HR, is the company structure, and how the HR team is working in that?
No, this on the screen, on your screen, some question is there.
Yes, sir. We have discussed this once at this part.
Okay, because meantime I am out of network now on the
No,
way.
I saw you actually in the list actually because you were not responding. I thought that because you are the one, you are the you could say one of the candidate who always give answers. Okay.
Because my mobile is discharged, and because of that I am not connecting. Just now reached home and put in charging and connected.
No, I think we have discussed this true false
Okay.
and this MCQs for this job analysis.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. So I think student, you just noted down my number. I'll share the desired documents with you as well for the Friday. I think the Friday exercise is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Fine.
So in that the third question, speculate the possible challenges that the HR team is in this business. Can you just elaborate that? I didn't understand that.
Sure. And suppose, for example, if I'm just selecting any company, for example, any I'm not taking a name right now. Any organization, if you will select, definitely first and foremost thing you need to understand the structure of that company first of all. Okay, hierarchy means we are talking right now. From that hierarchy, definitely you need to understand the HR policy or the way company recruit or the way company proceed, because you can see that it is mentioned in this particular paragraph that write about the companies on the from the net or from the print media to get understanding about the company's business goals and objectives. Okay, now how is the company structured? Now, how is the HR team in this company structured? Okay, that is the first thing. The structure of the company you need to define first of all. What whether this particular structure is basically suitable to the company's progress, or what sort of changes you need to incorporate. Okay, so if you think that there are certain changes which you need to incorporate in this particular structure, what are these particular changes which you need to keep in mind? Okay, that maybe you could say certain policies, certain you could say recruitment policy, selection policy, whatever it could be. What you think there should be a change in the company's policy?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, because sometimes you understand, Santosh, that there are certain companies, those who are very rigid in terms of their hiring process. Okay, like they only recruit those because those who are traditional, you could say stereotype, which you always actually create in the hierarchy. Because there are certain institution which is trust based, which is government based, in which there is a traditional mechanism to hire the people. So definitely, if you select such companies, what are the changes which you, as per your suggestion, as per your you could say opinion, must be there?
Fine, sir. Understood, sir. Thank you.
I hope so. This is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tomorrow, I think I'll start. I'm thinking because I didn't discuss any case study since long, so I have to discuss some case studies as well. Tomorrow, I have to start with recruitment selection. So we'll do one thing. We'll discuss that only a very minimal part of that. But tomorrow, I am trying to discuss at least 2 case studies related to job design analysis, and one previous topic which is related to, you could say, your human resource management system. Okay, so that we need to cover. At least I think only one case study we have done till now for this particular HR.
Yes, sir.
Only one case study.
Yes, sir.
We have to discuss more case studies because this topic is more about case studies. Okay, so tomorrow definitely we'll go for one case study of this job analysis. Clear, everyone? Surely, fine, students.
Okay,
so shall we sign up for the day?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello, sir.
Thank you.
Please take
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Ayushi, please tell me.
Sir, today's lecture I had not attended some topics because of a network issue, because we have cyclone here in Gujarat.
Okay.
So if I have any doubt, can I ask in tomorrow lecture?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay, sir. I will attend from YouTube, and if I have doubt, I will ask in tomorrow lecture.
Definitely, Ayushi. No worries at all. Okay, you may.
Sir,
Okay,
I need some. Sir, I need some financial management literature. I will already WhatsApp to you, sir. If you have, please send me.
What do you want, Mr. Anuj?
Financial management literature. Because already two numbers semester is going on. Third semester is coming. Because in third semester the financial management is there. I need some literature from your sides. If you have, please.
Exactly, you want some theory notes or some books, or what exactly you want?
Some exercise for the numerical side, sir.
Numeric.
Theory I have
Okay.
from your this login ID.
Yes.
Theory I have, but some the guideline for the numerical literatures. If you have.
No, I have, definitely. I'll do that. Don't worry.
Okay, please share. Because I am working on that, because the 2 semester is going on.
Yes,
the third semester is come. Then third semester is the financial management. Other thing is going on. Then parallelly I will prepare all the things, no, sir.
Sure, definitely, I'll do that. Even
Okay, sir.
I have some handwritten notes as well, so I'll share it with you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
But tomorrow, sir, I can do for tomorrow only.
No problem. No, anytime, sir. Anytime. But please share, because I see on the YouTube you have some good literature.
Yes.
And already your lecture is also there, and also the literature is also there. But I need the in a PDF file. After that, I will prepare all the notes and all the things.
Definitely, I'll do that. Okay. So no need to worry about. First of all, what I'll do, Mr. Anuj, I'll just share with you the handwritten notes of mine, in which it is about my numericals. Sorry, the formulas are clearly mentioned. Okay, that will
Okay. Because they need some exercise, na? Because they need some exercise.
I'll do that. Don't worry. I'll do that.
Sir, do share with me as well.
Yes, I'll share with everyone, I think so, because FM we are done is the very first subject we have completed. Okay.
Okay, sir. But on that time we will not join, na?
Yes, sir. I haven't attended your live sessions of FM.
I am also because
I think that.
Yeah.
Because literature is there, but the live class, I think nobody attended.
I think Miss Poonam was there, definitely. Other than that, all are new actually.
Sir, in January you started with FM, right?
Yeah, January.
Yeah, and we joined in Feb end with your OB classes.
OB classes, yes.
But before that, the institute not giving any link. This is the mistake by the Ruchi ma'am also. I already discussed with Ruchi ma'am and the Meenakshi ma'am. Please give the correct syllabus to the everyone student with the after the confirmation of the courses.
Yes, and it should be, I think so, sir, because definitely, like, we are sitting on a platform where the thing should be formalized, things should be synchronized actually.
Because nowadays,
yes, sir, there is much of miscommunication, I think, in the institute, because I also talked to admin team and everybody I have mailed. They have told me that we have uploaded the question papers. And when I checked, the website was not working and the question papers is also not uploaded. So I have to connect with admin team again and again. Until now, sir, I haven't received any response.
Send the mail, ma'am. Send the mail.
I have sent the mail twice. I have sent.
Then mail is done. The confirmation mail is come. My mail,
yes,
my confirmation mail is come.
Yeah, they have told me in mail that yeah, the paper has been uploaded, but when I'm seeing my website, the paper is not uploaded first semester.
Website, I think no, but the confirmation mail is come.
What mail confirmation? That examination confirmation?
No. Submission of your papers.
No, uploading of question papers, not submission.
Uploading.
So, what exactly you want? Question paper of subjects?
So the first semester papers that they told me that exams will be online and paper has been uploaded. So when I visited the website, I didn't find any paper.
Oh, understand. That means your paper is not come up to you.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, first semester.
Yes.
Oh, this is the very mistake. Without the uploading, then how you can solve?
Same issue.
Even mine also.
It is a big problem. Then, sir,
Yes.
please discuss the Miss
Yes,
Ruchi
yes,
ma'am.
that's the reason
You
I'm
also,
listening to
sir.
everyone.
Please clear the all the things because so many students is worry about the syllabus also. They
Yes, sir,
not.
because sir, it's a distance classes and we cannot reach out to each and every people out there, right?
Definitely.
So it's lot of miscommunication is going. Every other day they said that I'm not well, I'm not well. We know it's a pandemic situation. We can't call each and every person, right?
Ma'am, mail is going on. You write the mail, ma'am.
Yeah,
Better
I've
thing.
written to admin team also. Admin team, I've written the
You
mail.
write the mail to the Meenakshi ma'am and all the things, the administrative side. Then they will definitely
Definitely
revert.
forward your queries to the, because definitely if the faculty will say something, definitely it would have some weightage as well. Okay, so I'll tell to them, and like I just concerned one query, because I think everyone belongs to either right now is the first and second semester. In the first year of your degree, you're talking right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is
Sir,
perfect.
my
That is perfect.
my two semesters is completed, na sir? Just now.
Two has been done.
Sir,
Two
but
done, sir.
sir, but Anuj sir, which course you have opted for?
2 years.
2 years course, sir. Mine is 11-month course.
This is the problem, sir. Ma'am, my point is this. Please describe the syllabus according your course when the confirmation of the your courses mail confirmation is come, then with the mail the syllabus is also come. My question is this, already discussed with the Ruchi ma'am and Meenakshi ma'am. Please send mail with after the confirmation of the admission confirmation, then please send the syllabus mail according the student course. After that they will confident that my course is this and syllabus this, and then according to they will prepare all the things.
So Raksha, just I think what I can understand from your query,
Yes,
because
sir.
your course of 11 months, okay,
Yes.
and you didn't receive any syllabus yet, and you joined I think on Friday. Oh, sorry, in February.
February, yes, February,
And I'll be
17th February, right?
Mr. Anuj, any query to you? I think no.
No, sir, no, only the, sir, I will tell you send me the financial management literature because third semester is going on, and I want to prepare the all the 4 subjects because in third semester 4 subjects is come, and after the fourth semester is 2 or 3 subjects is come the for the optional subject.
Okay.
Then my side is okay because I discussed with them the Meenakshi, but already tell them the Meenakshi ma'am, please confirm to all students by the mail. And the IT department is the problem is there. He is saying IT department is having the some problem. Then please wait some days.
So Raksha, I think you want a syllabus of that 11-month program.
Yes, sir. First semester syllabus because they said that 6 months exams will be taken first semester and second semester.
Okay, understood.
So the first semester papers are not clear that which subjects are there in second semester.
I think Raksha, you should wait. I think because you have joined the institute recently, so definitely your exams maybe in the month of June or July.
He said, Parvez told me your exams is in May.
Yeah, definitely it will be in May. May or no. Actually, right now the working is going on the paper because definitely we are the part of that. You could say paper creation. Okay.
Okay.
So definitely it is not being done yet. So definitely it should be very soon, and your exams maybe in the May end or June. What information which I have.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so no need to worry about. I'll do one thing on your behalf. I'll just arrange the syllabus by tomorrow and I'll send it.
Yes, sir. Sure. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other query to any other student, please?
Yes, I have some questions because sir, I am today only I joined it, and many people are discussing about the semester, first semester, second semester. But my question is whether I am in the right class or.
No, Satish, I think you have also joined 11-month program.
No, this is a 2-year.
2 years program. Okay, so
Yeah.
you want the syllabus and the complete structure about. So I think Mr. Anuj can help you out in this.
Okay, please note my number. Please send your mail ID. I will send it to you. Hello.
Anu sir, I'll share the number of Mr. Satish. Okay, don't worry.
Sir, is there anybody in this class who is who has opted for 11-month course?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we need.
Vineet is there. Okay, Vineet is from 11-month program. Okay.
So I think there are common subjects which have been taught together, and there are specialization which have been separately done.
Yes, definitely.
Sir, my suggestion is that tomorrow in the class, please you note down the each and every person what the courses is there.
Okay.
Please.
Yes.
And after that, it is a very good for all students also.
No,
And after that, you discuss with the Ruchi ma'am.
What my concern right now, like being a faculty, like definitely I'm teaching subject, definitely it is my main duty. But if the things are very disturbing at your end, sometimes I'm not also feeling well, because we people are very well matured and well nurtured actually. Things should be synchronized. So I'll just talk to Ruchi ma'am tomorrow itself. Okay. And you can do one thing, student. You can just text me, because everyone having my number. Just text me which course you have opted and what exactly you want. So the whatever you will post it to on my WhatsApp, I'll just forward to her, and definitely we will get resolution as soon as possible.
Now good idea, sir. Now good idea.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
agreed.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So Raksha just mentioned like which program and what's
Yeah,
your
sure.
that's all.
Yeah, sure, sir. I'll
Regarding
text.
exam, regarding papers, regarding
Don't have
material.
your number.
Pardon, I think yes.
I don't have your number, so how will I text to get the materials?
It is 99260299096.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah. 99.
Okay.
260.
260.
290.
290.
96.
96.
If you
Okay.
belong to other country, we have to add +91 in front. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah, you just, as everyone, please kindly understand your name, your program, and what exactly you query regarding material, regarding exams, regarding syllabus, whatever. I'll just forward all the queries to Ruchi ma'am, and definitely she has to resolve it as early as possible. Clear?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Yes, please. Any other thing, please? Any other query? See, what best I can do, definitely I can help you out. Okay. But my main duty is just to teach everyone. Okay.
Yes, sir. But because the link is you, sir, you must be help to all students, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Not. Actually, sir, like being a faculty, I can actually tell you that you can contact to IIBM admin department. Usually I tell that, but nowadays these things are very frequent actually. That's the reason we need to intermediate somehow.
Okay, sir. Already on the mobile phone, I discussed with the Meenakshi ma'am.
Okay.
And also I want to discuss with again with the Ruchi ma'am. This is the problem because it is too fast to solve the issues, because they all students going to the prepare for the exam and all the things.
No, sir.
Not
I think it
confusing.
will be resolved now, sir. I think everyone is just texting me today, so I'll
Okay.
just forward those information to the Ruchi ma'am.
It's the best idea for
Yes.
all the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Then we'll catch you tomorrow again. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please take care.